All right, so like I was saying, a polygon is a shape with 3 or more sides. So a triangle is a polygon, a quadrilateral is a polygon, but then it goes on and on and on. But there is something called, that's special, a regular polygon. And with a regular polygon, all the sides are equal, and all the angles are equal. So an example of that would be a stop sign, which is an octagon, 8-sided shape, but all the angles are equal and all the sides are equal. So that would be an example of a regular polygon. Now there's a formula. And that formula that we need is the degrees inside a polygon is equal to n minus 2 in brackets times 180, where n is the number of sides. All right, so we can find up to a 1,000,000-sided object if we wanted, up or even past that, obviously. So any number of sides, we can figure what they should all add up to inside that shape. So again, a triangle was 180. Where you can see in our formula, well, 3 minus 2 is 1 times 180, right? A quadrilateral is 360. 4-sided shape, 4 minus the 2, that's 2 times 180. Well, 2 times 180 is 360. But we can do it for any shape. So for instance, example 1, which it says, find the sum of the interior angles inside a shape with 8 sides. So there's our octagon. And so that is our n value. And so if I plug into our formula where we have just n minus 2, so instead 8 minus 2 times 180. And well, again, badness, we have to do the brackets first. All right, so 8 minus 2 is 6 times 180, and I get, 1,080 degrees would be inside an octagon or a stop sign. So the more sides that your shape has, the more angles or more degrees will be inside that shape. Now I'm going to go with example 2, where I have a shape. I'm going to try to draw it nicely. All right, that's a little, there is an angle here. All right, so I'm going to go around. There's 118 degrees here, 122 here, 135 here. X here, this is the one we want to know, 148 and 85. All right, so there is our shape. Now, if I use the angle sum theorem, I am going to add up all these angles. So again, I like to go all the way around. So I guess I'll start at X and go clockwise. So if I have X plus 135 plus 122 plus my 118 and plus 85, run out of room here, plus 148, it equals, I don't know. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use my formula here to figure out how many degrees should be inside this shape. All right, so I count the sides. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided shape. Again, I just labeled the shape, so I didn't want to count one side twice or miss one. So now I'm going to use my formula. So I have, let's see here, 6 minus 2 times 180. 6 minus 2 is 4, and I times it by 180. And let me see here, 4 times 180, I grab my calculator, and it should be 720 degrees. So now I can go back to my original equation here where I'm using AST, the sum of the angles inside that, and all these angles should add up to 720. So now I have this equation which I can solve. And again, I'm going to move all of these angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them over to the other side. So I've got X. I should, show my work here. AST is what I used. All right, and so I got X equals 720 minus 135 minus 122 minus 118 minus 85 minus 148. And that will give me my X value. All right, if I do a little bit of math, or sorry, I should take my calculator a little, and I get X is equal to 112 degrees. All right, now, any questions at all? Okay, now going on to example 3. So I'm going to have to get rid of this. Right, so all right, so example 3. Again, this is from the note off my website. So example 3, determine one interior angle of a regular polygon. All right, a regular polygon with 12 sides. All right, so we have a 12-sided shape, but again, it's a regular polygon, which means all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. So the first thing I'm going to do is find out if how many degrees there are inside this shape. And so again, there's my n value. It's 12. So I have a 12 minus 2 times 180. Well, that 12 minus 2 is 10 times 180. Anytime you times anything by 10, you just have a 0. And so, again, because this shape has got more sides, it's got more degrees inside of it, so it will contain inside that 12-sided shape 1,800 degrees. But here's the thing is, we want to know what one angle is. But because it's a regular polygon and they're all equal, I'm going to say that every 12 of these angles, so 12x, is equal to 1,800. So 12 angles, because they're all the same, it's like if we took x plus x plus x plus x, if I said that 12 times, we get 1,800. And again, now all I have to do is divide by my numerical coefficient, which is 12. And let's see here, 18 divided by 12, let's see, 1,800 divided by 12 is 150 degrees, is the measure of every angle inside that 12-sided shape. Again, because it was a regular polygon, they're all the same. And so that's how we figure it out. All right. So there we go. That's it for today. Day 3. And our next day, oops, let me stop recording.